You'll never find as long as you live someone who loves you tender like I do. You'll never find, no matter where you search, someone who cares about you the way I do. Oh, I'm not bragging on myself, baby. I'm the only one who loves you. And there's no one else. Hey, Penny. Y'all let me know who sings that song, and I'll give you guys a shout out in next Basketball Wise review. Okay, speaking of shouts out, before I give the shouts out from last week's review of my music trivia question, I want to give a shout out to my Positive Tab video. Make sure you guys go and watch my Positive Tab video. Hit that little bell button at the bottom, chat, as you'll see at the bottom somewhere. Some over the rainbow, blue birds fly. There's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Let me know who sings that song. Give a shout out next week's review. Anyway, and give me the name of the song, name of the album, year, the artist, all that, y'all know. But anyway, what I was saying was, speaking of tags, I want to give a shout out to my Positive Tag review. And hit the bell down below so you get notifications when I uploaded a video. Because it was some people saying that they didn't know a lot of the YouTubers that I mentioned that I shouted out or whatever in my Positive Tag review, because there's certain questions you have to answer. So make sure you guys go over and watch that video so you can get a little bit of information on other YouTubers and all that good stuff, and just watch the video. Yes, I really appreciate it, darling. Okay, so back to the shouts out from this week. So last week, on my Basketball Wise review, I was singing a song. The song that I was actually singing was Fifth Harmony, featuring Fetty Wap, Flex All in My Head, from the 727 album. And La 5T Minute got that right, so shouts out to you. And actually, Grape Roberts, want to give her a shout out, because she actually named the original song, which was from Flex by Mad Cobra, way back in the day, darling. And Fifth Harmony, of course, sampled it. So shouts out to both of y'all, Grape Roberts and La 5T Minute. So thank you guys, I appreciate you, darling. Now, on this episode of Basketball Wives, Old and Petty, it's literally going to be like my anthem now, Old and Petty. Because all these heifers are just old and petty. Like, it really don't make any sense how petty they are. It's almost nauseating to sit there and like look at. It's just like, really, sis? Anyway, let me see. We had Jackie and BJ, which is Bonnie Jill. They met up and had a little double date because they both brought their men. Bonnie Jill brought Kareem Rush, I believe that's his name, and of course Jackie brought her husband Doug Christie. They started to talk and bond, and it was cute, had moments. Everybody likes Doug. It's just Jackie that's the slight issue here. But well, the big issue also. Shit, who the hell am I fooling? So they were talking, and they started to bring up the whole Palm Springs trip. And, the guys kind of checked out in that situation. And, they was just shocked by everything that happened. And, they just couldn't believe it, yada, yada. Nothing much really happened in that scene. So where do we go now? Um, Evelyn and Shawnee, they had a scene. And the scene kind of got deep. Wait. Let me go back. Let me go back. What was the what the fuck? Brain fart. Major brain fart. Okay. Jackie had a party. That's what the hell happened. Oh, while it's on my head, it's probably why I can't think of the hell what happened. But I went to go see Wonder Woman. Y'all got to go see Wonder Woman. That movie was so good. Wonder Woman. Oh my gosh, y'all. The movie was so good. You guys have to go see Wonder Woman. If y'all haven't seen Wonder Woman, go see it. It was bomb. It was much better than the Batman versus Superman. It was that was stupid compared to the Wonder Woman movie. It was just Mama played that role. You hear me? So anyway, back to Basketball Wives. Jackie, she's having this whole loving me, loving thee, loving yourself party. She basically had it, for Christian, but Christian stormed out on her ass last week. So Christian ain't really feeling her. But she decided to just have this party where women can love themselves, yada yada. But it was just very weird because at this party, there were guys, in little leather drawers and getting spanked and whipped, and girls on the stripper pole and all this kind of stuff. I don't understand how this had anything to do with loving your body. She had real scorpions in a jar on the table and like decoration. It was just a mess. Um, Kiana seemed to be only in scenes with Jackie. I guess they're really friends, or maybe I don't know if the other girls like Kiana. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't. I mean, she had no issue with them, but the only time we see Kiana is when she was with Jackie, in which we can just not see Kiana at all or any of the rest of them, to be honest, because this show has just turned into the whole Miami cast. Pretty much. Shit, next week Jennifer Williams' ass even coming back. They done dug her up. But so anyway, we get to the party and Tammy shows up for Jackie's party. And she was just like, I don't know what the hell going on. These people need Jesus. Evelyn came in, she had on little of nothing. She was getting spanked. Evelyn and Shawnee was having a conversation, and Jackie came over, and no, one of the guys came over and hit Tammy with the whip and stuff, and it was just like, all right, now shit, stop, I ain't with that. I hollered. The guy was trying to spank Evelyn and stuff. It was really funny. Um, Sania came in. She was looked gorgeous. She wasn't sloppy drunk this time. Bonnie Jill was there. I believe Malaysia was there. Yeah. But it's a whole thing with Malaysia now because Evelyn feels like since Malaysia wasn't technically invited, that Jackie asked her to invite Malaysia. Now Evelyn got a beef with Malaysia because Malaysia brought in Brandy like a week or so ago. And I'm just like, I mean last episode. And Evelyn, she was just like, she just felt like that was disrespectful what she did, and she owes her an apology. You bringing her to my party, Evelyn, you're gonna rock with Tammy and Shawnee, which you do, which you should, because you don't know Brandy. But you should not have all these negative feelings towards Brandy, like Shawnee and Evelyn do, or like Shawnee and Tammy do. I think their issues with Brandy is even, a little stupid. But they have the right not to be around somebody they don't want to be around, but there's no valid reason for it. But anyway, they have that right. But you, Evelyn, you shouldn't have all this hatred towards Brandy like it seemed like you do. What did Brandy do to you in particular, Evelyn? That's what I don't get. But anyway, they just walked right on past. Shawnee done came to the party by now. Um, she just done walk right on past. Shawnee walked right past Malaysia. All the girls walked right past her, and Malaysia didn't try to speak to them or nothing. So Tammy, Shawnee, and Evelyn, they have a conversation at Jackie's party, and they just like, yeah, child, she didn't speak or whatever. She was like, yeah, and in Malaysia, she was just like, child, I'm never, number two, and I'm this and I'm that, and child, I ain't think about them old hoes, yada yada. And like I said, Evelyn gave her opinion. She just feels like Malaysia owes her an apology, and which I don't personally, because I don't think, I don't know. Y'all tell me, do y'all think that Brandy? Do y'all think Malaysia owes Evelyn a party, an apology, for bringing Brandy on the trip? I don't think she owes her an apology. I understand why she wouldn't want to fool with her, but I don't think she owes her an apology. Fuck her. But anyway, um, Christian came in, and y'all know Christian and Jackie had the issue last week. Because Christian's upset with Jackie because, of the information that Tammy and Evelyn told her, that her and Asia was the one that told them, that said that she had an abortion, and that she didn't have a miscarriage, she had an abortion, and that she was lying about the whole thing, and that's not baby fat she got, that's just fat baby. And they're calling them old hags and the golden girls and all the other kind of shit. So whatever. So Christian's there. Jackie comes up to her. She's just like, "Hey sis, what's going on? What's tea?" And she's just like, "I just want to talk to you, Christian." She was just like, "Let me just hear this shit, child. Let me just back. Give me 50 feet." Jackie was like, "Okay, honey, okay." So all of a sudden we see Asia, which is Christian's dry face ass sister. She came in looking surprised, looking like a ghost, looking stupid. And Jackie, she was just like, "Hey, Asia, look, I ain't for beating around the bush. Let's just get straight to the money, cause I just want to know what's tea and what's going on." And Asia was just like, "Okay, let's do it." Christian got up. She was just like, "You know what? I'm feeling real claustrophobic right now. I'm not feeling it, and I'm fucking irritated out my mind." So they get up, and she was just like, "What did you really say?" She was like, "Yes, I called y'all old golden girls, but I didn't call y'all old hags and all this other kind of shit." But before we know it, Christian done it down the steps. Now this whole time we have Evelyn in her confessionals, and she's saying all this stuff about Jackie. Jackie's messy. If you look up her name in the dictionary, it'll be messy right beside it, and all this other kind of stuff. And I'm like, Evelyn, if Jackie is messy, which she is, you wouldn't be far behind whatever word that you would be considered. So I mean, if Jackie's mess, all of y'all are messy in y'all own right. Jackie's just the only one that's not good with her shade and not good with her messiness because she keep getting caught. But anyway, so Christian dotted down the steps. All the girls get up to see how Christian's doing or whatever. Jackie comes down there, and she's just like, "Christian, I tried to fix you and your sister's relationship," which she didn't. And all the rest of the girls came out, and she was just like, "You know what? Keep talking shit, and I fight all of y'all." And she just walked off. So Tammy, Evelyn, Jackie, all the Miami girls ended up leaving like once again, while Malaysia was still in there, and I think Kiana. So well, I was talking about earlier, the cut to the whole Tammy and Shawnee. Of course, they started talking about the party and the whips and change, and they was just like, "Child, I don't know what the hell is going on. This shit crazy. This some animalistic, wild ass shit, and I ain't for this. I ain't for it." And Shawnee was just like, "Yeah." So the conversation switched, and Shawnee started talking about her father. Apparently, her sister noticed that her father's foot was black, and they found out he had diabetes, and now, and they were talking about amputating his foot and all this other kind of stuff. And her father is very much so the leader of the family, who everybody turns to. And now her father's sick, and that made Tammy, comfort Shawnee naturally and talk about her own situation with her mother. If y'all don't know, Tammy, mother had passed of cancer, I believe, and it's a similar situation as to how everything happened with her as she started to, go down health wise. So they had an emotional scene. That was a real sister girl moment. But one thing that stood out to me during that conversation was when Tammy was talking, and she was just like, Tammy basically said, child, you know what, I'm cool with Malaysia. I ain't got no issue with Malaysia. All Malaysia has to do is just apologize to Evelyn for ruining her party, and I'm sure everything will be fine. You see that shit, that team up stuff, that mean girl stuff. Tammy, you know you don't got no issue with Malaysia. But why are you rocking with Evelyn so heavy? When you haven't rocked with Evelyn in years. Now all of a sudden y'all are best friends. When this show began a few episodes ago, y'all was beefing hard. Now all of a sudden you best friends with Evelyn. All Tammy's life goal ever since she met Evelyn was to be her best friend. That's it. That's why she's so pressed about everything Evelyn does, because she wants to be just like Evelyn. She wants to be in that circle. She's that kid that Tammy is that kid that show out in class, just so she can get the popular kids' attention, just so they might pay attention to her, just so they'll have her around to make them laugh. Tammy's that girl. I'm just like, and we all know Evelyn's, well, at least in my opinion, Evelyn's reasoning for being mad at Malaysia is stupid, and Evelyn's reason for not liking Brandy is um invalid. Like, I understand you're gonna rock with Tammy and Shawnee because you know them, but there's no reason you should have anything bad to say about Brandy because she didn't do nothing to you. That's just shit I can't stand, that mean girl group shit. I started to like Evelyn when she was an individual. And I actually watched a few episodes of Living Lovato. Obviously, not other many people did, because she had to pooch on back over to Basketball Wives. But I actually liked her show on, and it showed her in a good light, and she had started to become more likable. But when they all get together, they all just become a bunch of mean girls, and they really don't think they're mean girls, which is the funniest shit I ever heard. Okay, had to let that out. So I was just like, Tammy, yeah, she's very much so just a follower. That's all. Um, let's see. Hmm. Something happened with, okay, Malaysia, Jackie, and Bonnie Jill. I think they have a paint class or whatever, and um, Bonnie Jill is low key. She's siding with the girls, the popular girls, which Shawnee, Tammy, and Evelyn. And she was just like, well, I pretty much knew from the very beginning that um the girls didn't like Brandy. They didn't want her around, so why would you bring her? Malaysia, she was just like, well, she said she had family in town. She was like, don't you think that's coincidental? And I mean, if somebody doesn't like somebody, why would you bring them around? It's kind of common sense. Like, she just kept coming from Malaysia over and over again. Malaysia was just like, okay. Oh, early in the episode, Malaysia had a scene with her sister. But she was just like, okay, child. Okay, Bonnie Jill, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you, bitch. But watch yourself. My God, watch yourself. But Bonnie Jill kept like low key coming from Malaysia and all that kind of stuff, and she was just like, I just can't believe that Sania and Jackie are close now, and it was just it was just very interesting. There's also Christian, Evelyn, and Bonnie Jill had a scene where they was at the dog store buying dog clothes, and Evelyn's just on this campaign that I can't stand Jackie, and Jackie's messy and all this other kind of stuff. But what are you, Evelyn? Evelyn, she was just like, she said in this episode, I'm bouncing all around, y'all. Stay with me, please, Jesus. Um, she said that um before I came to town, Jackie had Shawnee and Tammy, but now since I'm here, I have Tammy and Shawnee. And Jackie's mad, and she's trying to develop her own little clique of girls, which I do believe she's trying to develop her own clique of girls. But Evelyn, you are really, y'all. I don't like Evelyn. I'm sorry. I don't like her on the show. I'm sure in real life she's a lovely person, but on the show I don't care for her. It's just they're all just so cliquish and just so high schoolish. Oh my gosh, I can't. I can't. All these women are almost 50. The majority of the main ones are almost 50, and or not even or 50. So it's just crazy how they act. It really really is. But anyway, cutting back to the whole painting scene, and so Bonnie Jill, she gets up and leaves, and Malaysia, she was talking to um Jackie in the car, and Jackie, she was just like, "Yeah, child, it's just a mess." I don't know. I kind of felt like Bonnie Jill was coming for you, Malaysia. She was just like, you know what, sis? She was coming for me as if she, know, have some information on me or some shit. Like she really like was low key digging for something, and I'm not gonna give it to her, but it's just a mess. And Malaysia even said it. What I've been saying since day one on the show, that it's very much so the Miami girls against the LA girls, but it's just messed up that now the Miami girls had to come to LA to become relevant again, and now they're trying to take over the LA cast when that's not even y'all's show. Like Basketball Wives, I didn't necessarily watch it like that, but Basketball Wives was doing fine way back before even Shawnee, Tammy, Evelyn, any of them got there. Basketball Wives LA, they were doing fine. So I don't know. But she's an executive producer, Shawnee, so I guess she has some weight to just move around and do what she wanted to do. But it's just a mess. I know that Jackie ain't shit. I know that she has allegedly been a sorry ass mother to one of her kids. And Karma's gonna hit her ass for that. She's definitely wrong for that. But I just don't necessarily like how they're trying to like destroy Jackie when Jackie does do a lot of shit. But Evelyn, you've done a lot of shit too, sis, and you're just very sneaky and calculated with yours because you have this new image now. And Tammy's just a gutter snipe. Tammy, she drink Budweiser out of wine glasses. What do you say to that? And Shawnee's just the ringleader, just the puppets, child. But basketball wise, it's gonna be a mess. Sooner or later, Evelyn and Shawnee's gonna come to head. Malaysia and Tammy's gonna come to head, and Jennifer's coming back, Jennifer Williams. So it's just it's getting good, but it's really childish for sure. But anyway, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD on Instagram and Twitter, at ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat. Chase King was here on Facebook and all that good stuff. All my social media moments will be in the bottom bar below. You guys make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share, 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 share. I dare you to share. All right, I'm here for the foolishness, I guess. I guess.